So hi everyone, we want to talk about Microsoft Excel. And basically, Microsoft Excel is what you call a spreadsheet program. It is available from Microsoft. You find it in Microsoft Office. To access, those of you with a computer, to access Excel, you click on the Windows button, and basically you choose from the options Excel 2016. This is the icon for it. The version I will be using is Excel 2016. Those of you with an Android phone, I believe Office comes in a light version, meaning that it will not have all of the advanced features, but it should have some of the basic features and it should suffice for our purposes. Alright, so let's explore a little bit about the spreadsheet itself. It's a menu driven program, so I could click on File, I could save my workbook and worksheet. Alright, I could do a number for the features. So this is our menu up here. This is my toolbar. Most of the times we might be in our home menu, and as need be, we can go across to the various menus and the various options indicated in the toolbar. To talk a little bit about our spreadsheet itself, our spreadsheet is made up of several columns and rows, and where the columns and rows intersect is called a cell. Now every cell has a unique address, and if you notice up here, the columns are lettered, starting from A going down to IV, and the rows are numbered starting from 1 going down to 8192. Now the size of our spreadsheet needn't be so large, it just have to be as large as how we want it to be and as far as we can understand it. So to give you an example, this is the size of this particular spreadsheet. It basically is the data occupied in it. So we'll talk a little bit about the size of it in a little few moments. All right, to explore further about the cells in the spreadsheet, where the columns and the rows intersect, that is called a cell, and every cell has a unique address. And how we find that address is by the column letter followed by the row number. So my first cell is A1. This is my home cell. If I move my cursor, I just click on any cell, it will tell me up here basically that I am in cell C5. I could use the arrow keys to navigate and notice I'm in cell 5 F3. All right, you can move across and you could experiment with it. It's not very difficult. Right now, let's talk a little bit about the kinds of data that we can enter. Let's say, for instance, I enter IT in a random cell and I enter the figure, let's say 89. I just want to show you the two types of data that can be entered into a spreadsheet. First of all, we have labels. Labels are textual data like words and letters and so on. All right, and by default, it is aligned to the left of the cell. Right, we also have values, and values by default is aligned to the right of the cell. Right, so I'll just highlight and basically delete. All right, so we'll create a spreadsheet. Let's explore this particular spreadsheet. So this one entails students of a particular school doing virtual classes. We have 5 students with their first name, their last name, and marks collected from math, IT, and physics. We have the total marks and then the average is calculated. So we'll show you how to do that in the next video. I just want to explore the concept of a range, and basically a range is a collection of cells. Right, when highlighted it looks like a rectangle, and how we write a range, it is written we're using the left topmost cell address followed by the right lowest cell address. So the range that I've highlighted there, it is right with the first name and the last name, it is A5. So we write it like A5 and we'll use colon B10. Right, B10. This represents the range that contains the first name and the last name.